way?
Well, it was a surprise, and we learned through the media, through our media colleagues, that this was happening. And obviously, we know that it's a serious issue, and it needs to be fully investigated. But really, that's all we know. Any allegations of financial administration irregularities at any provincial correctional facility deserves a thorough and independent examination, as we know. But one thing is important, that we certainly need facts before the conclusions.
It is a bit like feeling around in the dark at this point, but from what I understand, Dan Chafe took over as the chief superintendent in 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Right, that's 2020.
So how much concern do you have that about the length of time some of these financial irregularities have been going on?
Well, again, we don't really know much. We do know that, obviously, given privacy concerns and whatnot, there's only so much that can be released to the public when an investigation of this nature is happening. But that's all we know. But one thing is for sure and for certain, we certainly do need openness and transparency. And we do know that the government of the day certainly campaigned on that. So that we're calling on that. But again, we need to find out the facts before any conclusions can be drawn, as we do know. But it is very serious, whether it's, a correctional facility or any government department. Any investigation of this nature is certainly serious. And but again, we're waiting on information the same as you are and everyone else. If
it does turn out that some of these irregularities go back not just months, but perhaps years, how much does the opposition have to cooperate with government in the area of openness?
Well, I think openness is key here, and I'm fully confident that, certainly the opposition will fully cooperate with government on this. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, this certainly is in the interest of the public. We need transparency, we need openness, and I'm confident that, that certainly will be key.
How significant is it that something like this could have happened at a place like the penitentiary?
Well, it's significant. It should have happened, as I mentioned, across any department. Whether it's something in our school systems, whether it's just something in health and community services. I mean, it is very serious. As I mentioned, these bodies are all in the public interest of Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. And again, it's a surprise. We are learning about this through the media colleagues just this week, as you guys, your media colleagues broke this story. And again, we certainly will be watching the process very, very closely. Once the findings are available, the government, should certainly make them public to the full extent possible and explain what corrective measures will be implemented.
I suppose some of us might find it a bit baffling that this sort of issue would come up at all. Like, how on earth would financial irregularities be an issue at the penitentiary? What crosses your mind about that?
Again, these are all learning about this in the days as the media had broke the story. And really, ultimately, that's all I can say. And it is a surprise. But that said, actually, you know what, Russell, I got to be honest. Since I've been involved with politics, nothing really surprises me because you really don't know what the next day is going to bring. But that said, openness and transparency is key. I'm confident that all members of the House, not just certainly in the official opposition, but all members would agree that transparency is key. Newfoundlanders and Labradorians deserve that. And again, so we will wait. We'll be watching it closely. And any cooperation or working together in regards to the public interest is certainly a priority for our caucus. And we will be watching this. But again, let's see what share the information as it becomes available, and calling on transparency.
Not that we're rushing the project, but the process, just to be clear about that. But how long do you think this investigation should take? How long should it take? I suppose at the heart of it, when do you think government might have some sort of explanation?
Well, it certainly deserves a thorough and independent examination, and we really can't put timelines on these things. As we know, we don't know the nature of what we're dealing with until these details are made public. But again, it's something that we will be watching. It's on our priority. Again, not just for justice and public safety, but every government department and organization, and Crown Corporation for that matter, is in the interest of serving Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. And so, again, the information that can be shared, certainly calling on the minister and her team to make that information available as soon as it can become available. And again, I just can't emphasize enough about the openness and transparency. Again, this is a government that campaigned on that. It was a very significant part of their platform. So certainly, hopefully they will certainly live up to that.
Indeed. Pam Parsons is the opposition justice critic and the MHA for Harbour Grace Portagrave. Ms. Parsons, thanks for taking a moment with us today, and have yourself a good rest of your day and weekend.
Thank you, Russell. Take good care.
20 minutes